Hi, and welcome to this brief Beebox training tutorial on how to view your results and feedback after completing a course. We'll assume that you've logged in and that you're on your home page within our classroom. As you did when you went to complete the course, simply just choose the course from either My Courses here, choosing it from the drop-down menu, or Available Courses here. Either one will take you to the course homepage. Give it a second or two to load. And you'll be taken to the course homepage, which should be familiar to you now after having recently completed the course. So all we do here is simply scroll down to the bottom block. Remember, as we said in the previous video, each within a course, basically you have these blocks here. So you've got the introduction, the course book, the test, all three which you would have completed, and finally the certificate of compliance block. So what we want to do first is review your feedback and results prior to downloading your certificate of compliance. So we can either click on the link here, or you can scroll down just to show you, probably a little bit easier, back to the course test. And what you do is you'll click on test again as if you were going to complete it, but in this case obviously you're not. You're going to review your results and feedback. So click on that and it'll take you to the beginning of the test welcome page, which you should be familiar with, and scroll down to the bottom here, and what you'll see now is this orange block here containing basically your grade. So in this case we're using a test student and it's 91.39% out of a possible 100. So basically all you need to do is just take note of that grade there. You can see in this case here, it's quite interesting where you've got attempt 2. So this is for students that may not have got over 80% on the first time and they've required a resit, and it's just the computer's way basically of counting what attempt this relates to. So just a bit of feedback there, but for most of you who get over 80% on the first go, excuse me, you don't need to worry about that. So basically, just on the right hand side of the screen here, you've got review. Click on that, and again, give it a second or two for the page to load. And here's basically your whole quiz attempt or test attempt, all in one page. Okay. So easiest way to navigate it is this by understanding the navigation block here. So the green ticks and green boxes indicate that you got the question, the answers, all answers correct within a question, or in the case where it's just single answer questions, that you got it correct. So basically you got full marks for that particular question. If we look down here to the orange flag here, that indicates that you've got a question that is partially correct. So out of a two-part question, you might have got one answer correct and one answer incorrect. That's why it's showing up as yellow. And in the case where all your answers are correct, or a single question where it's totally correct, basically it'll show up as red. So that just gives you a quicker overview of where you went wrong. Now all these basically point to a link, so you can actually click on these and they'll take you to that particular question within the whole page. So let's use that as an example. We'll click on question number 16 and it takes you there. So in this case, this is a long answer question marked out of, it holds 10 marks. This is what they call a critical question, accounting for 10% of the grade. So in this case, this student got half marks for that question, representing obviously thereby the 5 out of a possible 10 marks. Here you will see, now there isn't actually anything to show you because we haven't provided a comment here, but this is where in this green section here, comment is where you'll receive feedback basically from the course creator on sort of tips where you went wrong and how things can be improved. So that's basically for long answer questions, which we provide basically a manual feedback. Now for those questions that are automated, in this case, let's look at question 17, where it's a true and false answer. So this student got basically full marks for that question. So it's great. It's just the way the computer breaks it up over the amount of questions. So he basically 3.61% out of a possible 3.61. Okay, which adds to the total mark of 100. Without confusing you too much there. So in this case, he got the question correct, and it just provides a bit of feedback there on that particular question. And similarly, if that was answered false, thus being incorrect, then you'd get a feedback saying either your question is incorrect, consult the training manual, that type of thing. So it gives you a bit of a feedback that way. Bear in mind that some questions or some question types, there's one or two, I think just about in every test, don't have the ability for us to provide you with feedback. So you'll just basically get a correct or incorrect answer. Now, if you're still not too sure and you're requiring feedback, by all means drop us a line and we'll be more than happy to help and put you on the right track. So hopefully that answers questions basically in relation to viewing your results and your feedback. Please be sure to look at the next video, which will demonstrate on how to download your certificate of compliance and what to do with that certificate of compliance. But anyway, thanks for watching. And like I said, any questions, drop us a line. Thank you.